And that concept is used in many areas in finance. So for insurance, for banking, for loans, investments, real estate, financial planning, etc. This topic is a very important topic. So you want to pay attention to this, you want to learn something, and please don't forget this topic, because you're going to use the same thing not only in this class but also in finance class, Finance 609A. And then if you like finance a little bit more, you will move into Finance 610 and take a couple of more finance classes, and you'll still be using this concept. So please make sure that you understand this, and also don't forget it. Then we'll talk about the financing, long-term and short-term, working capital management. These are the topics that are covered in this class. But for this class, grading is satisfactory or unsatisfactory. So hopefully 70% of is satisfactory, so you should not have it. Our textbook, we are going to use the Corporate Finance by Earhart 4th edition, and if you just click on the link and put in the class information, you should be able to see the class, see the textbook that we are going to use. And hopefully you already have the textbook. How many of you have the textbook by now? Romy, actually afternoons is a good time to call me. But if I'm not here, leave me a message and I'll get back to you very soon, okay? Very good, okay. That's fine, okay. And keep in mind, I know that this is an expensive textbook, and for 2 weeks it sounds too much, and it is too much, but you are going to use the same textbook in Finance 609A. So this is a good investment that you're going to use the same textbook in this class and also in Finance 609A class. Actually, I'm teaching Finance 609A next month also, so it's possible that some of you are also in that class. Get ready for another journey. I'm not sure, but if you are there, in that case, in a couple of weeks, we are going to see you again in Finance 609A. Here it is. Romy is there. Okay. Yes, that's a good idea to shop around, Carla. That you want to shop around and see if you can find a good price for the same textbook. The truth is that the contents are the same. So you can buy ebook or you can buy something else. There you go, another option at Amazon. So the idea is you're buying the same materials, but shop around and see what you can get for a good price. Okay, for the software, Word and Excel for your assignments, learning outcomes, importance of financial management, time value of money, we talked about that. And working capital, we'll talk about the securities management and the accounts receivable and inventory management. So these are the topics that we are going to talk about in this class. Brian, it's a good idea to read through the textbook, go to these websites and get as much as possible, but you are not required in this class. You'll have everything from the textbook, but it's a good idea to read through them, go to these additional websites, try to do as much work as you can, but you're not required. Okay? Hey, that's another good option for each chapter. So you can see how many chapters we are covering here, and you can just buy that part. Folks, you have done a good research. Thanks very much for sharing all of that information. Okay, so we were talking about the technology, and especially if you are new to the online environment, you're not used to e-college or the software that we are using. In that case, it is a good idea for you to go to the orientation tutorial and just spend some time and get familiar with the system. And also, when you check in, the first thing you want to do is look for the announcements. So if there is anything new, especially when there is going to be a quiz, there is going to be an exam, you will see the information that I'll post in the announcement area. And also, if you have any questions, you can use the open forum in class and I'll answer your questions. Your colleagues will answer the questions. The idea is that you want to stay in touch with the class and stay on top of everything. If you want to email me, we talked about that. Emails should be for the personal matters, for private issues, and this is how you want to put the subject. It will be helpful to me to respond to your emails promptly. Assignments are due every Saturday by 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. They should be submitted in the Dropbox, and you see for the assignments there is a Dropbox. And then talked about the academic dishonesty. Very simple, that you want to get credit for the work that you have done. If someone else is doing the work, someone else should get the credit. So please make sure that you are doing your own work. Actually, it is in your own interest. If you do the work, if you take the pain, you will have the gain, you will learn a lot, which will be useful to you in your careers. Participation in the weekly live sessions. That is what we are doing here. We are using the Class Live Pro, and if you are not familiar with it, you may want to take the tutorial also. And as I have announced, sent in the emails, that we are going to have these sessions on Mondays. And you have the option that if you are unable to attend the chat session, you can review the chat recording and write a one-page summary in lieu of your attendance. Actually, the option is there, but it is in your own interest. You are paying us lots of money, you are spending your time, so try to benefit as much as possible. Try to participate in the chat discussions. For the recordings, they are available to all of you throughout this class. So if you forget something, if you need to review something, or if you miss a chat session, you can always review the chat recording. Participation in the threaded discussions. I want to see you in the class twice a week at least, and it could be a response to the questions that I posted. Usually you will see that there are discussion questions. In addition to that, you should be in the class one more time. You could be asking questions, you should be responding to the questions, or you should be interacting with your class, but you should be there at least twice a week. And these are for the comments on your discussions that you want to make sure that you